Story of the Movies, Season 3, Episode 22. Note: this episode was written September 29th, the day Saw X came out. But it brings me a lot of joy, and really why I fell in love with horror. Saw X is the 10th film in the Saw series, set after the first Saw and before the second Saw. Because this shows when John Kramer first discovered his brain cancer. We see him visualize trapped someone in this trap where it takes away your sight away. But in order to have surgery, he must travel to Mexico as to get the cancer taken away. As he meets someone before going to Mexico for the surgery, he meets cancer patient Henry Kessler, who shows him the scar. So John buys it, but later he finds out that the whole thing is a scam. So he gets Amanda to round all of them up: Cecile, Gabriella, Mateo, and Valentia. But he knew the cab driver Diego was involved, so he puts him in a test to save his arms, only using knives to take the bombs on his arms out. So Diego is able to get both out in time. John saves his life, and John finds out there was someone else involved, so he's on the phone with a detective, which I'll get back to later. So up is first Valentina to play, where in order to save her life, she must cut off her leg and extract bone marrow from the stump of her cut off leg. But she fails and dies with her head chopped off. Then Mateo is next to play, where to save his life he must drill into his skull and remove a portion of his cerebral tissue to get a key to free himself. But he takes too long and his trap kills him. But Parker is found outside wanting his money back. But Amanda ties him up, so he watches Cecile and Gabriella. Where Gabriella is next to play, as she is in the air and needs to break her arm and ankle before the radiation ray kills her. She is able to complete her game. So all that's left is Cecile. But Parker agrees to play, but turns on them, as Parker was also involved in the scam. As they make John and Amanda chain themselves up, but Cecile steps on Gabriella's neck, killing her. Amanda is upset for killing her, because she won her game. She was free to go. But a little boy that John met earlier in the day was Carlos, which he is forced to change himself to, where himself and John are in a trap where they keep going until someone drowns in blood. But Parker and Cecilia look for the money, but they are the ones who are in the game, as he set them up because Diego told him about Parker, as one can survive before the radiation kills them both if they don't choose. But Carlos was in on the whole thing with John and Amanda, but Cecile kills Parker so she can live, but she can't get out, as if she goes back in, she dies. So John leaves her for dead. So John gives Carlos all the money that Cecile took from all the people she scammed. So John, Amanda, and Carlos leave, and that's where the movie ends. But in the post-credit scene, yes, it's the first one in the franchise out of all of them. It is revealed that Henry was one of the scammers because John was talking to Detective Matt Hoffman, which he says, out of all the people to cheat, you picked John Kramer. John asks, where is his scar? And starts the trap attached to Henry that digs into his stomach. Best Saw film, in my opinion. That was a long episode, but Saw is going to be the first permanent franchise to be covered for all movies of Story of the Movies. So if there's more films get made, I will cover them. But next time on Story of the Movies Season 3, it is episode 23, I'm covering the movie The Healer. Until next time, listeners, stay safe and peace. This is Roan, signing off.